Hi, welcome back to the Blind LP for Eagle Eye Mysteries in London. You know what? I tried saving the game before this, and then I tried quitting, and then when I reloaded, it didn't save. I had to restart this case, which is weird. Is this what comes off of it an abandonware? I'm not sure. Maybe they don't allow me to save because it's a practice case. I hope that that's the case here. So I'll probably do a few more tests along the way, but we'll see how. Hopefully it'll be fine. Let's continue. We were going to the Tower of London. Yes, that's where we were going to. The Tower of London was originally built by William the Conqueror in 1066. It served as the site of the royal. Okay, so this is like extra info. Okay. The tower has housed many Okay, done. This huge old castle near the Thames River is called the Tower of London. This place is just packed with history. Jake and I learn something new each time we visit. When you're done investigating here, Stakaze, click on my feed to go back to this map or click on the Travis to solve the mystery. Okay. Let's talk to him. Wow! What a great costume! This is no costume, young lady. This is my official uniform. Let me introduce myself. My name is Mr. Hargreaves, and I am. I remember. I said he was like the person who took away that cat was the chief of beef eaters, something like that. And beef eater was another word for water. Therefore, all of the beef eaters or human warders are here at the tower under my command. We are all former officers of Her Majesty's Armed Forces with distinguished service records. So you're the head beef eater, yeah. So you could say that. Anytime you come to me to visit the tower again, you just ask for me and I'll be delighted to give you a tour. Alright. Let's go to the last spot. I think we know the answer by now. Scotland Yard. No, Victoria Station. From Victoria Station, we can take the train to all kinds of places in England. You can tell where we can go by today. We can tell where we can go to today by checking the schedule board. Look, Stakaze. Warwick is highlighted. Click on that name on the schedule and we're on our way. Are we going to Warwick? On our way over, I'll show you the latest feature I've added to the Travis, the video travel guide. Oh, just click the down button for more information or down to go on. Okay. Oh, hang on. Didn't we read this? No, it's a different one. It's one of the finest examples of medieval castles. Oh, wow. It's supposed to be like, wow. Many great earls of Warwick ruled this castle, including Richard Neville. That's known as complete agreement. Warwick. Wow. Okay, done. Warwick Castle is just one of the excellent places we'll get to visit during our stay in London, Stakaze. Check out those towers. When you're done investigating here, Stakaze, click on my feet to go back. But never mind. Yes, I did purchase a statue at Covent Garden while I was visiting my sister in London yesterday. Working here at Warwick Castle as a tour guide, I get rather tired of looking at armour and swords and tapestries all day, so I try to decorate my home with sweet little knickknacks. This statue is a lovely little cat in the old Egyptian style. I'm terribly fond of animals, you see. In fact, I'm a vegetarian, so definitely not you. I mean, okay, fine, beef eater doesn't have anything to do with that. A vegetarian, so you don't eat beef? Heavens, no! I don't eat meat of any kind. No, I know who it is already. Shall we solve? Indeed we shall. Let's look through all. To look at your case notes. Click on to leave aside. Oh, are these all the notes? Yep, so we don't need this. A glowing lamp, no. See? Macavitie's notes it that the head eater of beef. But the real Egyptian, yeah? The missing Egyptian cat statue was purchased. The Egyptian cat goddess best statue was purchased, yeah? Not this. Mr. Hargreaves is the head of all humanhood. Nigel said, let him. So around 3 at least. I can have like one more too, I think. Or 5. Alright, we can do this. Macavitie's note said that the head. Okay. I could get this, but let me try select others first. Okay. Mr. Hargreaves is the head of all. The missing Egyptian cat. I can solve with this. May I need to have one more? I think the last one is not necessary. The Egyptian cat goddess. I'll just take this. I pick out the terrific. That's the evidence that will get the museum's cat back. Now pick out the person who bought the real Egyptian statue by mistake. That will be Mr. Hargreaves. No questions.
You got it.
Oh, she's not gonna continue. You got it. Great job, Starkazi. Macavitie's note said that the real Egyptian statue of Bastet was placed among a bunch of copies at Covent Garden yesterday, and that the head eater of beef bought the genuine one. Inspector Gage discovered that only 3 people bought souvenir copies of the Bastet statue at Covent Garden yesterday: Miss Mardy, Mr. Hargreaves, and my cousin Nigel. We found out that Mr. Hargreaves is in the charge of all the yeoman warders at the Tower of London. He's the chief warder. Since the yeoman warders at the tower are also called beef eaters, that would make Mr. Hargreaves the head beef eater, or the head eater of beef. His cat statue is the priceless Egyptian artifact. Starkazi, you could make a terrific member of the Eagle Eye Detective Agency's London branch. Well, you're welcome. Ooh, yeah, it's this. It's a really good game for kids. Can I save? I can't? Okay, we'll continue a bit more and we'll see whether we can save this. So let's choose a mystery and hope we can save. I guess load works for real cases only. We'll take the first one. Alright, okay. Here becomes the second case. Jennifer, I've just gotten my invitation to the 12th annual Holmes challenge put on by the Baker Street Irregulars. Are you and Stakaze up to it? The Baker Street Irregulars? Who are they? Only the most dedicated and fanatical Sherlock Holmes fan club in the Western world. They meet each week at the Sherlock Holmes pub near Trafalgar Square. But I thought that Sherlock Holmes was a made-up person. Of course, but that doesn't stop people from creating a fan club for him. He's one of the most popular fictional characters ever created. Well, maybe it's probably a rare thing for people back then to have a fandom over fictional characters, but now look at us in the modern age. Look at Tumblr and other fandoms, but I think most fandoms are on Tumblr. So anyway, next. The Baker Street Irregulars are crazy about him. They have a vast collection of little items connected with Holmes and the author who created him, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Each year, they have a party and contest to see which new items deserve to be added to their collection. But there's a catch. Come along and see. Alright, let's go to Baker Street. Oh, sorry, Sherlock Holmes pub. Uncle Basil's been a member of the Irregulars for years. He's a huge fan of Sherlock Holmes. It'll be a real challenge to see if we can outsmart him. There was a murder mystery for Detective Conan, also about fans of Sherlock Holmes. And there was a murder, I believe. I kind of forgot the episode. Every episode is a murder for him, I think. Almost all. For Detective Conan, I mean. But anyway, again. So you're the famous American detectives Basils told us so much about. Delighted to meet you both. You must enter in our annual contest. Each year, I'm not sure why I'm stumbling so much. Each year, the club board selects 4 members who are asked to secretly gather special items connected with either Sherlock Holmes or his brilliant creator, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. We then add these items to our collection. The trick is, one of the members has been told to submit a fraud. One of the items could not possibly be authentic. Alright? Our members are so very clever and so well versed in their Holmes facts that the fake is often very difficult to spot. You're welcome to examine the items at your leisure. Or is it leisure? Then you've got the rest of the day to spot the fake. Those are the items. We'll talk to the other guys first. So as Holmes would say, the game's afoot. I've already got my theories on the imposter. I deduce it must be the vial of water. What makes you say... What makes you think that, Mr. Maple? Elementary, my dear Jennifer. It is the easiest item to fake. The water in that vial is more than likely ordinary tap water collected right here in London. I suspect one of our members thought we could never prove otherwise. What proof do you have that water is fake? Why, my detective's intuition, my dear young lady. What more proof do I need? Confident, aren't you? My suspicion is on that cap. I seem to remember. Oh, bother, what was it now? Oh, yes. I seem to remember that the real original deerstalker worn by Basil Rathbone was donated to, well, you know, that waxworks thingy place. Oh, Madame Tussauds? Does it exist then? Maybe. Oh, what is its name? Madame Tussauds. Yeah, I'm right. Yes, that's it. It's, Madame Tussauds. I'm sure I heard that it was on display there. In their Sherlock Holmes exhibit. It can't be there and here at the same time. I see the caps are fake. Let's observe. Okay, this is the cap. The tag on the hat says Original Deerstalker Cap worn by Basil Rathbone while portraying Holmes in the movie Hound of the Baskervilles. The cap has a small leather patch inside marked SHESQ. What does ESQ stand for? 1939. The rectangular bronze plate is tagged Original Number Plate affixed to 221B, Baker Street, the address used by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle for the home of Sherlock Holmes. This one is a fake because he's fictional. Oh, sorry. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, huh? Wait, I'm confused. The number plate is deeply inscribed in neat lettering 221B, Baker Street. The back of the plate still has red brick fragments attached to it, apparently from when it was removed from a wall. A long curved pipe is tagged Original meerschaum pipe used on stage by Sir Alex Livermore portraying Holmes in 1965 at the Old Vic. Sir Alex Livermore? The bowl of the pipe has a small dent on the bottom. Okay, we're done with the spot. Next, we'll go Old Vic Theatre. The note on the old pipe said that it was used here at the Old Vic. Maybe we can find out if it's the real McCoy. Alright. We've got quite a lot of souvenirs here from all plays and shows. Our costume shop keeps all kinds of goodies from famous plays we've run. Who knows when we'll be able to use them again. We have a box full of old pipes. Some of them are quite ordinary, but there were a few very special ones. We recently sold one of the nicer pieces to an anonymous collector. It was a lovely old meerschaum pipe. You know, I don't know how to pronounce that. You know, the kind with the long curved bowl? Sir Alex Livermore smoked it on stage in an old Sherlock Holmes play. Quite a collectible, I suppose, even if it did have a bit of a dent on the bottom of the bowl. It did have a dent. And An album in the stage manager's booth has a collection of old playbills from the old Vic's history. One of the playbills lists a 1965 production of The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes starring Sir Alex Livermore as the world's greatest detective. The publicity photo shows a tall, sharp-faced man in a smoking jacket holding a meerschaum pipe. Sir Alex was a wonderful man to work with, as I recall. How old is she? He was a regular here at the Old Vic in the theatre's heyday. My favorite of his performances was a wonderful production of Tea for Two. He played opposite a young girl named Amy Juliana. I hear she's quite famous in the States now. Not only is she famous, but she visited our hometown, Ridgeville, last year. Oh, really? I don't remember the mysteries. I should play it one day again. I see that London isn't the only hometown visited by famous actors and actresses. Interesting. This one. Madame Tussauds. Madame Tussauds happened to be on Baker Street, the same street where Sherlock Holmes was supposed to live. I noticed on the way that some of the buildings on this street are made of red brick. I guess a lot of London buildings are. Madame Tussauds has tons of wax figures of famous and historical people. I love to check out all of the movie stars. It's almost like seeing them in person. Dr. Seuss thinks they own the real deerstalker cap. Let's see if he's right. We have many bits and pieces that once belonged to famous people. Some of the clothes that you see on our wax figures are from the closets of the real famous people. Why, Luciano Pavarotti, I don't know how to pronounce a lot of names here, sent us an entire set of evening clothes, including shoes to dress his model. We did have a cap like the one you mentioned, but I'm afraid we sold it just recently to an anonymous collector. It was quite valuable. The original deerstalker worn by Basil Rathbone in the movie Hound of the Baskervilles. I remember it had an odd little tag in the back, as if it really were made for Sherlock Holmes. Odd little tag. One of the wardrobe people on the movie set must have put it in as a joke. The tag read SH. ESQ 1939? Was it? Was that the correct year? Maybe. That was the year that the film came out, don't you know? Quite a classic. Have you seen it? Yes, my brother's nuts about Sherlock Holmes movies. He makes me watch them every time they're on TV. That's a good one. More? Oh, there. Alright, we get to visit the library. So the cap is probably real, the pipe is probably real. We found out stuff about some of the irregulars collection, but we're going to have to do a little more research to find out about the rest. I can't imagine a better place than the British Library. Aunt Miranda is good pals with the librarian here, Mr. Snit. She says he's kind of cranky, but when it comes to fact-finding, he's the tops. Okay, come on. Normally I detest being disturbed with requests for trivia, but Sherlock Holmes happens to be a pet fascination of mine. Upon getting a phone call from your Uncle Basil, I decided to do a little reliable data gathering for you on the world's greatest detective before you filled your heads with ludicrous twaddle on the subject. The documents are there for your perusal. Thank you. do be careful with them. Which one? The water in the vial is supposed to be from the red something falls in Switzerland. If there's no place called red something falls, then the water must be fake. Which book do you think might help us to find out if a place in Switzerland is real? A book on Switzerland? Or is it gonna look like this all the way? All the same books? Then it will be the Atlas. That's it. The World Atlas shows that there is a falls in Switzerland. It really does exist. A stack of newspaper articles about Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's character Sherlock Holmes is filled with accounts of fans devoted to both the author and the detective he created. One article notes that to this day, the non-existent address of 221B Baker Street. See, I knew it. It was the door, wasn't it? Because he's a fiction character, why would he have a real house? Receives as many as 200 letters a week to Sherlock Holmes detective. The fact that there is not now, nor ever has there been, a true 221B address on Baker Street doesn't stop the mailings. The letters sent to the fictional detective contain requests for anything from advice on cases to marriage proposals. Many are received by the current tenant of numbers 215 to 229 Baker Street, the Abbey National Bank headquarters. Poor them.
Wow.
I bet it's true too. Wow, I guess the character of Sherlock Holmes is so neat that some people think he's a real person. That shows what a great writer Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was. His characters live on even though he died over 50 years ago. Fandom going overboard. A review of the collected stories of Sherlock Holmes mentions the final problem. In this story, Holmes tracks his arch-enemy, Dr. Moriarty, the Napoleon of crime, to a huge waterfall in Switzerland called Ray Something Falls, in a fierce struggle at the top of the what? He fell to his death. The review mentions that the public outcry over the death of Holmes was so great, Arthur Conan Doyle's publishers made him write a story about the return of Holmes, explaining his cunning escape from the watery death. Wow. Of course there would be protests. Let me save. So do I solve now? Is that all? It's a nameplate, isn't it? Let's solve it. It's to everyone. The Daystalker cap has a 1939, yeah. It's the nameplate. But it's just, well, it's water from the falls, but I don't really see the significance of collecting water, even if it's from another country. The pipe is supposed to be the original mesh. The bow of the pipe. Mr. Maple suspects that the water in the vial is not actually from. However, he has no proof. Dr. Seuss suspects. No, the old Vic costume. Salt and. Yeah. An old playbill at the old Vic. At least a 1965 production. Yeah. 39. Yeah. Okay. It's the door, isn't it? The door plate. Okay, we'll go for a review of Sherlock Holmes stories. No, we'll go for this. Anything to do with the door. How about... That's not important. Well, I could take it in too, but... Okay, the bowl of the pipe has a small dent. Door. More door? The water in the valve looks clean and clear. The bronze clip. Anything else? No? Okay. So maybe I could take I guess I would include proofs that the other clues are real. Madame Tussauds recently sold like this. Okay, and many buildings on Baker Street. The Ovic costume was sold. These two. The number plate.
You got it!
Mrs. Hudson told us that each year 4 members of the Baker Street Irregulars submit Sherlock Holmes related items for their club collection, but each year one piece of memorabilia is a fraud. The challenge is to spot the fake piece. The deerstalker cap from Hound of the Baskerville seemed to fit the description of the genuine article that Miss Dunbar at Madame Tussauds gave us. The pipe supposedly used by Sir Alex Livermore portraying Sherlock Holmes on stage at the Old Vic matched Miss Esque's description of the authentic item from the Old Vic's costuming department. The water in the vial could have come from whatever falls, as there is a waterfall in Switzerland with that name, but we didn't find any real proof to back that up. What we did find was a clue that proved for sure that the number plate must be a fake. There has never been a 221B Baker Street. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle invented that fictional address for his character. The number plate can't possibly be real. See? Visiting detective tools. Yeah, that's right. I realized right away. Well done. Oh, we have a scrapbook. That's oops. Is that the aunt? So we're done. Alright. Do I need to save? I don't think so. So anyway, I guess we'll end the episode here and we'll continue in the next episode. Thank you for watching and goodbye.